Hi, welcome to Vicky Makes and Builds. I have been looking forward to this one because today is the part 1 premiere for the Bizarre Town puzzle by Ravensburger. This puzzle is 5,000 pieces and it features artwork by Colin Thompson. So I am puzzling this alongside Donnalouise from For the Love of Puzzles, who received this puzzle as a gift around about the same time I did. We're both going to build the puzzle. We're going to release the video in 2 parts as premieres, and we're going to compare methods that we use to build. We're going to ask each other questions and just generally enjoy puzzling together from afar. So let's just take a quick look at the image. Like most Colin Thompson artwork, it is very busy and quite surreal. I'm certain I'll be continually discovering new details and things in the image for the whole duration of the build that I hadn't noticed before. I love the image on this puzzle, but I have no idea at this point how I'm going to go about building it. This, I think, is one of those images where I will just decide when I open the bag and start looking at the pieces. So here goes, I guess. I hope you enjoy. Okay, so I have done the first wave of the sorting. And when I say first wave, I mean I've gone through every piece and I've separated a bunch out, but I haven't sorted every piece into a pile yet. And that is because of the nature of this puzzle and just how bitty it is. My plan is to actually start building these piles I've sorted so far, and when I've done that as far as I can, then do another sort. So the sorting is going to happen in phases, essentially, rather than all at the beginning, which is what I would normally do. It's a bit different. It's going to take a different strategy, this puzzle, to what I normally do. There will be a lot of focus on the image. Now, when I puzzle, I don't tend to focus too much on the image. Usually, I will use it as a tool if I need to, but I just tend to sort and then puzzle and don't really refer to the image. It's just the way I've always puzzled. Now, I do know, this will be a good opportunity to ask Donnalouise a question, because I do know that as a general rule, Donnalouise, you are a very image-reliant puzzler. You like to use the image, I should say, when you are puzzling. So I guess you'll be using this poster a lot. Are you favouring using the poster or the box image? For me personally, I'm liking the poster, even though they're kind of big and you have to sort of unfold them and move them around. There's so many tiny details on it that I found the box image a bit small. So Donnalouise, I mean, maybe this question will be answered from your video, but you could perhaps answer it and clarify for me on the second video. I'm thinking that this puzzle will actually really suit your style of puzzling because there's so much on this image and I feel like I'm going to be relying on it as well. So will you be doing the same? And will you favour the poster or will you favour the box lid? Let me know. Let me know. I'd be intrigued to know. And will you sort all of them, or will you do like what I'm doing and sort in waves, or will you sort it all? Will you build as you sort? That's That's another technique you like to use as well, isn't it? The build as you sort. So it's interesting. It's interesting finding out how differently we do this. But anyway, I will refer to the image and I will put as much together as I can before I then resort. One thing I've found useful going through every piece, even though I've gone through every piece and only sorted about half of them, it's really helped me get to know the pieces better and familiarise myself with the image better. I mean, obviously, these are still piles, most of them, but I'm already starting to see how I might sort further, where other things are going to go. As I'm building this, I'm going to be re-familiarising myself with the poster a lot more to try and figure out where things are. It'll be very bitty, I know that much, but the more I build, I think the easier it's going to make the second round of sorting. I don't relish doing more sorting, but I think this is going to be the way forward with this puzzle for me personally. So let's get on with it. I'll start with the edges. And then, I don't know, I might focus quite a lot on this bottom right corner because this is a big chunk of pieces going to be put together, but also I've got a pile that represents this, but also a pile that represents this, and it attaches to the edge. So I think some of my piles will culminate in this area. So I might just target this corner of the puzzle, start with one of the bigger piles like that, and these blue sky pieces and the stripy lines. But definitely edges first. So let's start there and we'll go from there. Okay, Donnalouise, let's talk large piece count puzzles. So you've done large puzzles by, I think, Graphica, Ravensburger, Clementoni, and Educa. Not sure if you've done any other large piece count puzzle brands. My question for you is, do you have a favourite brand for large piece counts? Or as long as the brand is good, or is it entirely image dependent? Is there a perfect marriage of image and brand for you? I know you're not a fan of Educa, but what about the others? Are there any other brands you'd like to try? Like one of the large truffles, or the dowdle, or a large bluebird, something like that? Okay, another question for you, Donnalouise. Having worked on a Colin Thompson puzzle, and a large one at that, has this made you like his artwork more? Are you keen to do more of his puzzles now? I know you have the 18,000 piece magical bookcase puzzle. Has Bazaar Town made you nervous for that one, or look forward to it even more? Okay, so I am starting to sort of run across the problems with sorting by colour. And sometimes you have to, you don't have a choice, and sometimes it's the most logical way to do it. With this puzzle, there are so many colours all over the puzzle that obviously I knew that in a pile of yellow pieces like this, for example, I was going to have areas building up that went in all different parts of the puzzle. Now I started off doing this top corner here, and that was fairly distinctive. There's some real, really bright yellow colours kind of fading into more of a white colour here. So it came together fairly easily. There was another area with the same shades of yellow that came together, and that is this bit here, which I've now moved into the right part of the puzzle. But you can see why they are very similar, and you maybe think they're going to go in the same place, but they don't. Now that's fine. I sort of recognise that because of that big kangaroo thing that's flying through the air. I remembered seeing it on the image. It's just there. So that's fine. But one thing I was finding when I was doing these was that some of the yellow areas blend gradually into more greeny colours, and I was finding some yellowy greens in here and then some more yellow pieces like this, and starting to put these kind of areas together and thinking these don't go up in this top corner at all. These actually go over here on this side, so all those fields. So I thought, right, well, that's fine, I'll just go with it. But then I kind of fell down a wee bit of a rabbit hole with it, and I ended up going back to the green pile of pieces, which I had cleared off the table, thinking I wasn't going to need them for a bit. They're in here. And I started to pick pieces out. Pieces like, for example, maybe this. But then I thought, well, there's another green area where the pieces are all this kind of colour with these darker shades, and that is this bit here, this green chair. And so I thought, right, I'll pull out a bunch that I think might be green chair, and I started to put together the green chair, which actually goes underneath this blue section. So I had already got that little archway done, so I thought, well, that's fine, I can start to build that up. But then I was just getting so confused because pieces I'd put to one side thinking they were chair, like that. They're not, they're field. Then I'm picking up pieces like this, which is clearly the top of a house with a wee chimney, and you think, well, that must go in the field. But it doesn't. It goes on the chair because, in this puzzle, we have chairs with houses on them. You just do. It's just the way it is. Look, there it is. Little landscape on that chair. It's like a waterfall and then smoke coming out the chimney and a cat on the back. But I've literally just noticed as well, literally whilst talking to you right now, is that in this field there's another green chair with a landscape on it. Oh, it plays tricks with your mind, this puzzle. It plays tricks with your mind. So it's gonna be fun. And I think I'm going to fall down more rabbit holes before the end. But you know what? I'm just going with it. I'm just going with it. So, I may end up here doing this corner of the puzzle and yellow pieces, but then all of a sudden, without realising it, end up doing green pieces in an opposite corner of the puzzle. Are you finding this, Donnalouise? Is this happening for you? I do have to look at the poster a lot more than I normally would, a lot more. But this definitely wee bits coming together. And it's so much fun. It really is so much fun. So, I don't know. I suppose I can outline a plan, although whether I'll stick to it remains to be seen. But I think what I'm going to do is just continue the way I'm going. I'm going to keep on with these yellows alongside the greens, and eventually these parts here I will move over to the right section of the puzzle, which is actually over there because I'm at the top end, so I'm looking at it upside down at the moment. So I'm going to move those over eventually, and I'm going to come back to green later and attempt to carry on with these yellows, which is what I started with, and try and put together this bit here, this bit and these bits. And what I'll probably do is this stripy line here, probably put those together as well. So I'll see if I can get this top corner chunk filled out quite a lot, and then any other areas of yellow that I managed to put together, like this bit, well, I've already put that bit together, kind of a chunk of it here and down here. Then if I find those, I'll stick them together and I'll put them in the right place. Could be that I'll pick in and out of the greens as well. But yeah, I mean, like I say, if I go off on a complete tangent and end up doing red pieces or something, don't be surprised. It's definitely plays tricks with your mind, this puzzle. But it's brilliant. It's really brilliant. I'm loving it. So, Donnalouise, I know you've also had some experience speed puzzling Colin Thompson. Was it not the Ludicrous Library that you did with Jeanette at Worlds? Do you think Colin Thompson images are good ones to speedrun? Did having to speedrun it affect your enjoyment of the image? Did you like that image? I actually thought that one was really fun. It reminded me of that scene near the end of the movie Labyrinth where she's running up and down all those stairs. Anyway, tell me what you thought of that. Would you be glad to see another Colin Thompson come out in a speed puzzling competition, or would it make you want to tear your hair out? Okay, so that is me roughly halfway through the puzzle. I've pretty much gone through all the piles of my second sort, all except the bricks, that massive pile of bricks that I had, which I think I will start with in the part 2 video for this. So I'll need to start off with a micro sort on those and then put them together, and I think that will really fill out this puzzle quite a lot, and hopefully from there it'll be a bit easier to sort the remaining pieces and get it finished off. So far I am enjoying this puzzle so much. I just love puzzling an image like this when there's just so much to discover and find. Like, for example, some of these book titles at the bottom, which have all sound very familiar, but they've been slightly changed, you know, based along a theme. So we've got, for example, Warhol and Peace, and we've got, what's another one? A Tale of Two Lychees. I also noticed this symbol pop up quite a lot, and I have noticed it in other Colin Thompson puzzles as well, but what I didn't know is that it's actually his logo, and that it's meant to be something called a bilby, which is a marsupial, and I found that out from one of my Australian members, so thank you, Mark, for that. That was a really cool piece of information that I just had no clue about. So it's been fun. It's been fun just spotting wee things like that and finding out things like that. So I feel I just want to mention one small frustration that I have had with this puzzle, and it's the only one. But when I was sorting the pieces at the start, I noticed a lot of damaged ones, like a lot, more than usual. I do expect 1 or 2 in a big puzzle like this, but there were a lot. They were just coming out one after another, and I was quite disappointed by that. It's still a great puzzle. It's good quality outside of that, but it's just been an unfortunate aspect of this particular copy of the puzzle. I don't know, Donnalouise, if you've experienced this. I really hope not. I hope yours is all good. But yeah, that is one thing I've noticed about my puzzle. So yeah, let me know, Donnalouise. Let me know if yours is okay. And while we're on asking you questions, I'm going to close off with one more for you. So for me, this puzzle required a divergence of what I would normally do, you know, a sort of detour away from the methods I would normally use to do large piece count puzzles. Normally I do a full sort and then I just build from there. This time I did phased sorting, and I mean, I haven't even finished doing that yet, so I'm kind of sorting as I go along, which is, you know, it's unusual for me. It's not something I normally do. And I just wondered, do you find that you have done with this puzzle what you would normally do? Have you built it how you would normally build a large puzzle? Do you think that the image suits the method that you usually use? Or, you know, have you had to kind of steer away from it a little bit? And if you haven't, has there ever been a puzzle that you've done where you have had to take a completely different approach to it? Let me know. I'd love to hear your experiences with that. So I hope that's all right. I hope I've asked you enough questions and not too many questions. That is it for today's video. Be sure to watch the part 2 premieres when they come up, because we will be finishing off this puzzle obviously, but we will also be answering each other's questions from this first video. So that's going to be a fun one as we continue this collaboration, and they're going to be premieres as well. I think mine will be first next time, so we're just switching it around. So make sure to join us in the live chat for that. Thank you for watching and joining us in the live chat today. And remember, if you miss the live chat and you're watching this afterwards, you can always leave a comment. We love to hear what you think and talk all about puzzles. Let me know what you think of this puzzle. Have you done it before? Do you like Colin Thompson artwork? Leave a comment and let me know. Please like the videos if you enjoyed watching them, and subscribe to our channels if you haven't subscribed yet. Consider becoming a member for extra puzzle content, and a big thanks to all of my current members. Your support is really very much appreciated. But for now, I will leave it there, and I will wish you all happy puzzling. See you next time. Bye!